Welcome back to another episode of War of Divisions. Today we're gonna show off a small exploit I found for floor 39. And in the background while I play that, I'll also talk about my thoughts about the tower. Anyways, so for floor 39, well actually for any floor, your most important thing is to actually do the initial setup, because you're never gonna get it right the first time without just doing this. Gonna want Federica there. You can do this with Zombie Ryu would be best, but you can also do this with Mont. Doing this with Mont is actually acceptable as well. I choose Zombie Ryu because he's immune to charm. Unfortunately, my dog's also deciding he wants to go crazy whenever I start recording, so that's where you're hearing all these funny dog sneezing noises from. Okay. Gonna cast Protect on my tank, and I'm gonna wait right here. And then Nivlu has the ability to just straight up kill these guys from the back. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kill one as Nivlu, and I'm gonna kill one as Federica. Skull is really just there for haste and quicken. I had to do a refresh for this. I had to restore my units for this because a lot of the parts are dead, and even the replacement parts are dead. So yeah. Here's the important thing. You cast a taunting spell on these guys. Even though it doesn't do a lot of damage, the main reason to cast taunting spell here is to get these paladins on the bottom to come up and target Zombie Ryu. Otherwise, they'll go target Federica's team. Basically, what happens now is Federica's team is safe. I don't have to worry about them anymore. Just sharpshoot this one down, and we should be good to go. It is possible to run down right here. The plan is to use this little ledge and get them all stuck. However, now is not a good time to run down because Zazan is right there. And you can see I do nothing to Zazan. So the plan here is for me to just protect up, shell up, all that crap, and kind of just wait, because Zazan will come over. Okay, I wasn't expecting him to do that. Looks like even with 50% charm, I still get charmed. But the main thing you want there is an earth type unit for two reasons. One is if I need to wake him up, I can wake him up with Federica and it's not gonna kill him. And two is if I decide to if they get charmed and they decide to attack my unit, it's not gonna kill little Leela. Okay, here we go. Oh, Zombie Ryu is gonna get a turn. That's not good, but they should wake him up right here. Look at that. Okay, so they don't have a way to come up to Federica. And the other good thing about Zombie Ryu is I technically can heal. However, I don't have a good way of healing. So that just means Sentinel here. Realistically, Mont is a little bit better here, because Mont has the Mont is a lot slower, so his Sentinel can last a lot longer. And I want to use Kurada, but I'm not sure if Zazan has an ability that can kill him. So I'm gonna wait right here. Oh my gosh. I'm just waiting for Zazan to get over there. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna snipe these guys down from here. You'll notice that these guys, there's some turtles on my right hand side. They aren't doing anything. Okay, that barrage would hit all of them, but I kind of wanted to wake up Zombie Ryu. I have another one. So barrage. You see, these 3 turtles aren't doing anything because I'm out of aggro range. Because I ran over here. I'm just gonna barrage them again. The hardest part about this level is these 3 paladins. Because they're tanky as hell. And obviously it's also Zazan. But less so Zazan and more so those 3. So once I'm done barraging these guys, I'm gonna swap out for Nivlu. And then Nivlu's gonna Dispel Spread him. And there goes their Sentinel. Their Sentinel broke. So now that Frederica's AP's out, it's time to swap. Oh, and that's the worst. I should have backed him up a little bit. Because I forgot Zazan can do that. But at that point, it doesn't really matter because now that all these guys are dead. We should be okay. But I want to move myself within range of my rangers here because that little accident happened. So there I should have moved back and locked myself in the corner. But I didn't do that, so Zazan's up here now. So that was a mistake. These guys are still tanky as all hell. So I don't have a good way of dealing with them. Can I bash blade this guy? So I'm gonna have to take some damage here. Probably should have just bash blade him. Oh my gosh, GG. So what I want to do here is I can't come here because then they don't have a way of hitting me. They might hit Little Leela. So I have to come here so they still can hit me. But I don't want to be lined up with Little Leela. So I'm just gonna stay where I am. So these 4 turtles aren't gonna do anything. So now it's the Paladin's turn. So see, that's why I didn't want to line up. I'm giving them a chance to actually hit me. Unfortunately, I kind of lined up there. So now I don't have Dispel Spread anyways. But it doesn't matter. I can kill them one at a time now. So I'll kill this one. This will open the way for Zombie Ryu to get close. And once he gets close, we're gonna get my Frederica can help kill Zazan. Oh my gosh, he still keeps spamming charm. And there's the big difference because I don't have a good way of waking him up without killing him. Unless Isuna casts right away. Nope. Screw it, I'm just gonna cast Isuna on him. And run over. So he's gonna attack me, which is fine. So now I gotta find my way around the other side. This will start aggroing these turtles here. So I want to make sure I kill one of them before they aggro. You can actually kind of see that Zazan is super slow. Realistically, Skull's position can be filled with any time mage. Ryu's position can be filled by Mont. Especially since even though he has 50% charm resist, he's still getting charmed. So not much to say there. Zazan should be in range now. Yeah. So I can actually do some decent damage to him. That Isuna should cast, and then I should be okay. In that case, barrier breaker arrow. And then I'll get another barrier breaker. I shouldn't be able to barrier break again. I should have probably shot slow arrow first. Alright, I got another barrier breaker arrow for you, so it's GG. Okay, and now we're good to go. And then the Isuna is gonna go off on him. Apparently, Isuna doesn't remove charm. Uh-oh, that's not good. I guess what I'll just do is I'll just straight up walk up and smack him. But all that's left is these turtles. And Nivlu can take care of them very easily. She has the AP to do it, so I'm just gonna do it. Normally it's one shot. Alright, considering it's not one shot, I need to be a little bit more careful here. Because they can get really annoying once they get up to you. And here's where Frederica kind of gets the short end of the stick. Because I have to use an ability to kill you. And it's either, even though they're attacked, because I'm out of the I'm out of AoE range, I'm out of attack range, they won't come attack me. Anyways, now that I've shown off the cheese, let's actually talk about what my thoughts about the tower are. The first two levels of the tower, I thought they weren't very easy because the difficulty kind of resets a little bit. On the first two floors because the siren level is around level 85-ish, while the level after siren is a little bit under that. The level after siren is like level 70 something. So the light and dark levels are actually pretty easy. The light level, even though I'm fairly weak in terms of light units, there weren't any must-have light units to clear that. There's the barrier breaker shot that'll kill anything. Okay, so the quick show off of the cheese here. Basically doing this cheese, you kill off the two turtles right off the bat. Three of them don't do anything. If you get them, if you don't have Frederica and you get them stuck on that ledge I was showing you before, you can get the 3 paladins to effectively be 1 paladin because the other 2 is just gonna stand there, and so will Zazan. So your biggest concern is taking out Zazan there. Anyways, and apparently I think Mont would have worked better because he has better defense. I picked Zombie Ryu because he has the 50% resist to charm, but apparently that didn't really do me any good. Anyways, so Siren level is like level 90, and then and then it drops 20 levels. So this 31 is not that bad. 32 is a little annoying. The good thing is the tower kind of lets you realize how important a tank is. I had a 85 or 90 missile resist whisper to get past this level, because those archers are super annoying. And if you're running Runestern will get 3-shotted. This level there isn't a lot to talk about. I ran Engelbert as a tank and I kind of just stuck him there. But like light and dark is really awkward because you can't really tank light and dark because it's your weakness. So you can't be like, I'm going to use a dark tank. Well, I did as Whisper. But I feel like if I were to use Dwayne would get wrecked. Well, I did use Dwayne and he did get wrecked. So this is when it's a light and dark type, you can't really use a tank. Well, not your traditional elemental tank. You'll have to use a specific resist tank. The ice level, my friend says, was insanely hard. I didn't have any issues with it. because it's 70, because it's level 70, and because I had Luarta. I had Luarta and Christmas Moshery, and what I did was barrage. Everything got down to like half life, and then all of them decided to line up, so I sidewindered them, and basically I took out the whole left side, no issue. The problem with this level is the left side. The paladins and the knights, these guys got some insane defense, and it's pretty annoying to whittle them down if you don't have the correct element. And even if you have the correct element, sometimes it just feels like it feels like a drag, even if you don't have the correct unit. Here I use Rain Tank here with Astral Guard, but I feel like Rain Tank would be better if you used Blazing Physique with Vow of Love. That would be better if you have Luarta and Mashiri, and you can kind of just wipe out the left side right away. Without that, probably Astral Guard is the better idea. This Earth stage, the Earth stage is actually pretty easy. It's a whole bunch of jamming thrusts, so if you're magic resistant, you should be okay. And the Titans go down fairly quick. So not much to say about the Earth stage. The Water stage, this stage is actually, it's pseudo water. It's kind of annoying. Because all these guys are weak to missile. They're not as weak to magic. So when I used I had Skull. I cleared the tower about 3 times now. I had one where I had Federico died in the other water stage. This one. This water stage I think is a huge pain in the ass too. But when I got to this water stage, my Federico was dead. My Nivlu was like half life without much skills left, and but I had Skull and I had Sakura. So between Skull and Sakura's magic, I was able to take it down. But it was nowhere as easy as the first time I did it. Because the first time I did it, I continued from floor 30. So when I got up here, I had Frederica, and I saw Leviathan. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do bells and I'm gonna do triple barrage, and that basically cleaned house. But otherwise, this level is actually pretty annoying. If you don't have a thunder type missile unit, in fact, you have to have Federica to make this easy. If you don't have Federica, it's kind of prepare for trouble because Nivlu does not have that kind of AoE. Doesn't have that kind of AoE potential. However, I hear Orlando is very good here as well. So if you have Orlando, that helps. But then that's kind of limited. The wind level is gimmicky. The way the wind level works is they all I think it's like eight time mages and 2 paladins. Or is it spell blades? Paladins. So it's 8 time mages and 2 paladins. These paladins are tanky as hell, and then what they'll do is they'll get 4 quickens and they'll just run up to you 4 quicken bash blade. That's a really funny that's a really funny strategy. It's not funny when it works on you though. The plan here is to kill off the time mages before they have a chance to cast quicken, and the best unit here is Rosa. Rosa Hail Shower will kill these time mages 3 at a time. Alternatively, you can run straight at them with Victora and do a dragon dive, but that's a little riskier because they can move. Victora can get stunned before she does dragon dive, things like that. So I recommend Rosa here if you have her. Once the time mages are dead, I wouldn't say that the paladins are a joke because they hit decently hard. The problem with them is they're tanky as hell. So you gotta basically grind your knife for about 3 turns. So happens that I had Laswell and Finger Snap worked really well here to remove their Sentinel and all the other kind of crap. The Thunder stage, this Thunder stage is also really annoying because there's 3. When you look at the units, you can kind of tell this one has no special units. This one has playable characters. So this one has 3 squadrons. You got your Skull Squadron with the mages. you got your Sword O squadron with the samurais, and you got your Verdum. I don't remember what the hell that guy's name was with the thieves. This is annoying because the mage squadron will spam sleep on you. Meanwhile, the Thunder Squadron is the Samurai Squadron is kind of evady, and so is the Thief Squadron. And the Thief Squadron has all kinds of weird bullshit like Charm, Snipe Dagger, and it'll just you'll just get confused. You'll get confused and charmed up the wazoo. The first time I did it, I felt no pressure. I just felt really annoyed because they kept charming my guys. The second time I did it, because I no longer had my Earth units, it was kind of annoying. This is doable. However, this level is still doable without the specific element. This level is doable without the special element, but it'll be a little harder. The Leviathan level technically is multi-element, but you want something that's thunder. The fire level is a joke. I can literally clear the fire level with just Ildira and Glaciella, and my Ildira had no skills, so all my Ildira could do was heal, and I was still able to clear this. So this level, the thing about this level is none of them are particularly tanky, so it's not that bad. The floor 39, the first time I did it, I had to do it in 2 parts. And then the second time I did it, I kind of noticed the exploit. But at that point, I was already done making videos for the tower, so I did not want to make another video for the tower. But then, since my friend is having some issues climbing up, I decided, hey, I'll make a video about some exploitive spots. And that's where that last one came from. The last level, this level is a huge pain. The way this level works is you have to have, you're probably most likely going to have to do this in 2 parts. The first part, what you want to do is have someone that has Holy, preferably 3 people to have Holy, especially if you have calculators, that will really help. Because you want to Holy nuke down all of these skeletons, because otherwise they take no damage. They take like 200 damage, and it's stupid. And that's one of the gripes I have about this tower, is you kind of have to have specific units for this. Like, if you don't have Holy for this, you're screwed. You're just completely screwed. You'll have to wait until your units fully recover. Because these stupid skeletons have Vampire healing them for 2k. They have about 6k HP. And Holy will hit them for 7k. So you need to straight up Holy kill them, or they will kill you, or you can't really grind them to death. So that's the biggest issue with these skeletons. And that's their vanguard. Their rear guard is freaking, or their main force is these Lamia queens. They're immune to charm. They charm you. They AOE confuse you. It's really bad. It's an all around bad time, and they're not particularly weak to range. So I don't know if So Farika and Nivlu, I ran Farika and Nivlu once on my second try on them, and even with triple barrage, I couldn't kill all 5. I'm guessing it's easier if you have Orlando, but it's not. But I don't have Orlando, and my Sir O is not leveled up, so I don't have a Thunder type slash unit. So I don't know if that'd be any better. However, they are weak to non-elemental magic. So, when I ran Ayaka for the Holy, I also ran whatchamacallem, Ayaka for Meteor, and I just meteored these guys. Beating this level once is actually really rough. Considering I'm a whale and I have almost everything in the game, it was still rough. And I don't intend to do another video about me grinding this out. So that's that. About the Luminous Armband, you should be able to get it after 1 free reset. The thing with the free reset is, the way I've been doing the tower now is the first 20 floors, and because there's so much flotter here. So instead of running it through with my regular team, what I do is I run through it with a fully evade team for the first 20 floors, and I had no issue. And I basically let them play that on auto, although I do wish I kind of can skip it. It's around here, floor 25, where it gets annoying, because then you can't then they become like super tanky, immune to crap. Takes 200 damage unless you're the correct element. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So this is my like third or fourth run of the tower, because I'm trying to get those awakening materials, because I was an idiot and I decided to use all of them. Anyways, my overall thoughts on the tower, I think it was fun the first time around. It's interesting the second time around, like what you can do with the prior knowledge. But around the third or fourth time around, it's kind of a drag. Some of the good point or highlights of the tower is finding out funny exploits, even if by accident, like that exploit with on floor 39. But I don't think like I don't think I want to really grind this for like a week. It just so happens that Arena is having some issues with the cannot be replayed, so it helps that the tower's out and I can do some content. But tower content isn't particularly high on viewership. People do not want to watch the tower because a lot of times they don't have the same units that we do. I think Dr. Diggs does a video about clearing the tower with MRs. This one's gonna be a little hard. I'm gonna be honest. This one's gonna be hard, especially level 40. Level 40 is a freaking nightmare. I don't know how he's gonna clear that with MRs. He'll probably have to run something like Grace. The thing with running MRs against the tower is, I don't think there's enough MRs that have Holy, that also do like decent damage. Have Holy that can help you break through level 40. So if you're gonna do this MR only, probably still have to split it up. Kill the 6 skeletons first with Holy, and then come back, kill the Lamia Queens, and then come back and kill Diablo. Diablo's not that bad in this game. Diablo wasn't as bad as Siren. Siren was a huge pain in the ass the first time I fought her, because at the time when I fought Siren, there wasn't Soul of Dharmasa. So what Siren would do is just Lunatic Voice. You get sleep then silenced, and then you're just screwed. Because she's resistant to slash. Basically, the thing with these Esper bosses is, and I think that's actually kind of cool, because they resemble the Espers that you get based on the board. So, like, for example, Siren has slash resist. Siren does the ultimate. Things like that are very useful. Siren. So sometimes you can kind of just look at your Esper and you can kind of tell what abilities and resistances the boss has. So that's always a good tip. But at any rate, overall thoughts on the tower, I think it's pretty good content, but it's good that it comes back like once every 2 months or once every 3 months. Otherwise, I think it can get stale fairly quickly. I'm not one to challenge my limits and keep attacking the tower and seeing if I can do it more efficiently. I'm kind of just grinding the medals. Overall, it is starting to feel like you have to have that unit or prepare for trouble. Let's put it that way, right? Because this level, it's like you have to have Nivelu, or it's gonna be real annoying. Or this level, it's like you need to have Federica. The ice level, it's like you have to have Duarta, or else I have a friend that's not really a whale, but he's like rank 20, rank 120. So he has a decent account. His account's fairly built up, and even he had issues with this ice level. the first go around, just because of the tankiness of the units, and they're only at level 75. This level, the light archer level, is stupidly annoying. I ran it with a dark team, and the way I run the towers, I kind of have to preserve my strength. So if my guys die, I will retreat. If like 1 or 2 guys die, I will retreat. And I had to retreat on the light level like 3 or 4 times every now and then, just because Super Stern or like Kane or Dwayne accidentally dies because Whisper's threat dropped. Whisper's hate dropped, and they all just turned around and shot the other guy, and they all instantly die. So a lot of these levels, um, it's annoying in 2 senses. One, you have to have the unit. You have to have the unit to make it easy, and two, uh, like they have a lot of random mechanics where it'll accidentally kill one of your guys, and when that happens, it's never a fun time. Um, and I would retreat after one of my guys die because I kind of need them for the later stages. So that's why. But even then, I think scoring a S rank on tower is gonna be really rough, and I don't intend to try and do that. So that's about the level of my tower content. All right, thank you guys all for watching. Have a great day.